Yo, what's up guys? It is your boy Jordan. I got my man Jules in the chair, and today I'm going to bring you guys through a haircut tutorial. I'm going to drop a couple gems for you guys, and I'm just going to give you all the education that y'all need and just explain these haircuts in further detail so y'all can take some of these and apply it to your everyday clients. So right now I got Jules in the chair. Now we're doing it's a disconnected haircut, so we're not really trying to blend the sides into the top, but what we are doing is I want to show you guys the amazingness that it is whenever you have a system that you can stick to. So right here you see I went in with my 2F first, went in with my trimmer, my shaver, now I have my half and I'm blending it out, and you can see how much work I've got done so quickly but already just going into my system. Right now we have our one guard open and we're just blending in the lines in between. Now one thing I want you to notice is look at that top line near the disconnection. I do not like the length that that's at, and you're gonna see how I kind of alter it a little bit later. Now I have my half guard halfway open, and you can see that like this is pretty much already came together that quickly. Obviously I have a lot of detail work to do. While I'm already in this area, I'm gonna start to fade in the beard, and just that tip alone is a gem because it's gonna help you be a lot more efficient with your work. I'm a firm believer that whether you have a 30-minute appointment slot or an hour and a half, you should be efficient in your work, because the more time that you have added on to your service, that could just go to detailing. It doesn't have to go to just nothing. And you're gonna see that now I start to cut that top layer just because I really didn't like how it sat. And this is one of the perks of developing your barber's eye, is that you're gonna be able to kind of adjust little parts just so it can overall fit a little bit better. Now that I already have ran through, that first side, and I know how it's kind of sitting on him, and I like it. Now I know exactly I'm gonna already go with that 1.5 guard on the top to establish that base. Now I'm going to debulk with the 1.5, bring it into that 1.5 guard a little bit more, and we're gonna run through the same system, guys. Trimmer, shaver, half, one guard open, and we're just gonna run through the exact same system. Now you can see I'm starting to fade in the beard a little bit too, and fading in the beard on the side that you're at, you already have the guard there, you're already in that kind of motion, so just getting that done is going to keep you a lot more efficient on your time. Now when you are dealing with shorter hair, you do want to focus on getting off that debris, so that's why I'm using a brush. Whereas if you're dealing with the longer lengths, you really want to use a comb. So if you ever have that question between why is this person using a comb here or a brush here, brush is for debris and comb is for detangling, getting that tension, kind of stretching the hair out. Now you can see that we're gonna start to attack the front hairline. It was a little bit crazy, so now we're gonna kind of debulk it. We're gonna lay it and cut it down just so our line can be a little bit more long lasting. You can see I have a little bit of spritz right here. Now another big part of having a system, you see how I did all my clipper work at first. Now I'm gonna do all of my trim work. I'm gonna set in all my lines for the beard, for the front edge up, for these side panels right here that I'm breaking into. And a little tip when using spritz, because I know some people hate on spritz, is that whenever you're doing the spritz, is you just want to spray the hair where it's at. You don't want to force the hair to do something that it genuinely doesn't want to do, because then when they wash it out, it's not going to sit the same way. And you can see how I'm doing all of my trimmer work right here, and it's just making everything a lot easier. And you can see how that's coming in together pretty nicely. And what I love about having a system is that I can apply the same system to any haircut, to every haircut. I'm talking about I'm using this system multiple times a day, guys. Now you can see I'm breaking way into my lineups. Now I did do a couple of my reference points first, which was my vertical bars, my C cups, and then I make sure that the lineup is the last thing that I do. I take the lineup super serious. You can see I'm even going in the mirror checking for the symmetry right here. Now I'm gonna break away and I'm gonna do a little bit of the 245 enhancements, the no drip. Now you can see my card is dirty. I put in a lot of work with this card, but you can see how I'm pushing the enhancements on. It's very light, it's very subtle. You're gonna see at the end how it comes together a lot. You can see I'm not going too close, and I'm also spraying a little bit around the line so that it can blend into the rest of the cut. What you don't want to do is have it just on the line. It doesn't sit well. Now this is a major gem right here, is the beard sculpting. Pick out their beard and just sculpt it, even if they have a very short beard, like a 2 against the grain. Is you want to get the flyaways that just kind of like stick out and mess with the image of the beard. It doesn't take a lot of time. You can do it with your clippers, and it just helps to push your service and push your detail to a whole nother level, guys. I'm telling you, I started to do this on a more consistent basis, and my clientele, like, they appreciate it. Like, and I make sure to point it out in the mirror, like, yo, look at what I did. Are you messing with this? And I get an astounding yes every single time. And you can see how that's coming together right here. How I'm pushing it in just with my clippers, just establishing a little bit of a shape. Oh yeah, this is starting to come together nicely, man. You can see right here for this kind of shape, I'm just kind of going with the kind of shape of his head. I'm just kind of boxing it in a little bit. And it just looks a lot cleaner, and it allows people to have a longer beard without it looking so messy. That top line is not enough, you know. I think the sculpting is borderline necessary in a lot of cases. And it just shows that, you know, your service is different. Like, look at that. Look at that. Look at that enhancement job. Look at the beard lined up. Look at everything super crispy. Like, what I don't want is somebody to look at my service and put it up to somebody else's and think that they're the same, because we're not. We are cut from a different cloth around here, put in a different level of detail and expertise, guys. It's been Jordan Perez. I'm going to start banging out a lot more of these videos. Please get active in the comment section and tell me what you guys want, man. Whether y'all want business or some type of, you know, motivation stuff, or y'all want some haircuts, let me know, and we are going to get these boys pumping out every week. I'll see y'all next time.